So there are two sets of people, one who believe that cloud engineering is dead and AI will completely replace cloud engineers, DevOps engineer, and your jobs are in danger. But again, there's another set of people who believe that DevOps and cloud engineers who master their skills and who gain that extra knowledge will be 10x more valuable. And in this video, we're going to talk about if you are looking forward to become a cloud engineer or maybe a DevOps engineer, or there's so many different names that somehow relate to the same kind of skill set, same kind of role, then you're on the right video, because we are going to discuss what skill sets are required, how can you prepare for it better and with consistency, also what all companies are hiring and what are the salaries being offered. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more such amazing content coming ahead. Now let's try to break down and see how a cloud engineering roadmap looks like. So if you want to become a cloud engineer or DevOps engineer in 2026, what are the foundational skills that you need to know, and then we'll come on to what is the kind of money that people are making in this domain. But this video is going to be more centered towards cloud engineering. But first thing, for foundations, you should know about normal SDLC, software development lifecycle, how an idea turns to a piece of code and then it's finally sent into production. You should be aware about SDLC. It's essential for any and every domain, not just DevOps or cloud. Second, Linux basis, you should know all the Linux commands that are used very frequently. These can be asked in interviews also, but good for you because it makes you more efficient. GitHub basics is very essential still in 2026. I know a lot of prompting tools can do that, but if you have that knowledge, I think that is gonna take you forward. Next, it's networking basis. You should know about all the TCP IP models, basics of HTTP, HTTPS, and other networking basics on how you access the internet. Basically, if you type in Google what happens behind the scenes, that is something that you need to know. And different cloud models, so the different services that you need to know, different cloud vendors that you need to know, services based, software as a service, platform as a service, and a lot more. So this is how you start with the foundations for anyone. If you're a beginner, if you're a fresher, if you're an experienced person looking forward to transition to cloud, these are things that you need to know. Next, after this, let's come on to how much money people are making. I think that's the discussion, and a lot of people have asked me questions around. So let me divide it into two parts. One, if somebody gets into a cloud role as a fresher. Second, if somebody gets into a cloud role as an experienced engineer or a DevOps role as an experienced engineer. For example, if you're a fresher, you are fresh out of college, who is gonna hire you? One, it's service-based companies in India, be it TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, HCL Tech, Cognizant, and a lot more. And they offer you a package or a salary from 3 LPA to around 11 LPA for more premium roles that they have. Some companies have started increasing the packages at service-based companies level also, because they are hiring for quality engineers now, but you get to work on a lot of client projects which involves DevOps or cloud. But there are so many different opportunities, projects that you get to work upon in these service-based companies. But yeah, it depends upon which team you are in and what kind of tech stack you get. But this is one start, and it's easier to start. You can easily get into a service-based company. Second, getting into startup or big tech companies, there can be different roles, be it cloud engineering, DevOps engineering, platform engineering, SRE engineering, or it can be a solutions engineer or solution architect. These are not for freshers, but maybe some of these roles might be there when you figure out, when you're looking out for jobs. Some of these roles might be there. If you're looking out for startups in India or big tech in India, the salary can range from 8 to 10 LPA for some smaller startups, and it can even go up to 20 to 25 LPA to start with as a fresher in this role. Third, it's remote roles, right? If you're looking out for, there's so many different companies doing a lot of innovation in this space, and you can work for any of these if you are interested and if you are capable, if you're upskilled. We'll talk about how to upskill and what all things can make you consistent going forward. But I think remote roles would also pay you a lot of money, although it's tough to get a remote job, but people are making, let's say, somewhere anywhere from 50k USD to 100k USD sitting in India as freshers is what I've seen. I know people. I have already run podcasts with people who have made this money. Second, it comes to experienced candidates. It can vary a lot. There are so many people who have been in service-based companies from 10, 15, 20 years, and they're like still there. They would have grown their package to 50, 60 lakhs. It varies across companies. But yeah, even in a service-based company, if you have just moved from one service-based company to another service-based company, still you would have jumped and your package could be around 50-60 LPA. For more, if you have moved to product based company that you're moving there, you would, if you calculate your stocks, then it would be 1.5 CR, 1.6 CRs with 10-15 years of experience. You can be a DevOps manager, you can be a platform engineer or a senior SRE or an SRE manager or whatever. So different companies have different roles, but the range can vary a lot depending upon your personal capability. A lot of companies are looking out for senior DevOps engineer or senior cloud engineer in remote roles, and I think that's also something that you should consider looking out for if you are looking for work from home jobs or remote jobs sitting in India working for a US company. The salary range varies 50-60 LPA to 1.5 CR in India is what I've seen. In US it can be close to 200k. If you're doing a remote job, it's close to 200k, 250k also, wherein you might need to go to the country for some time, then you can come back to India. A lot of people are doing in Dubai, a lot of people are doing in Europe, a lot of people are doing in UK and USA as well. So this is the scenario of salaries in this domain. Now coming upon to skill set, we'll talk about it a bit more, but skill set, right? What all you need to know. First, I think for anything and everything, programming basics are important. You can start with Python, anything, it doesn't matter, but fundamentals of programming should be clear, and automation, you should know how bash scripting works, how to write those basic scripts to get things done. You should know about GitHub, I've already told about it. Second is cloud concepts. I think vendor agnostic cloud concepts knowledge is very important. It's not that you know about Azure, about AWS, but in general, how a cloud works, what is the pricing, what are the pricing, what are the different models. I was talking about software as a service, platform as a service. You should know about all of this. Third, pick one. It's like, it's not very useful that you know all the clouds. If you pick one and understand it in depth, I think that's gonna make a lot of difference. You can pick between AWS, Azure, GCP. Generally people would choose anything between AWS or Azure, and there are different things to learn, right? I know you would have been here. If you're watching this video, you would already know about compute, storage, S3, whatever. It depends upon what cloud you're using. Databases, managed SQL, NoSQL, or it can be networking, subnets, security groups, or identity security. A lot of different things, right? So you can pick one and deep dive into it. But the real challenge comes in why people are not getting jobs. Even if you are skilled, you have everything, you know everything, but it's tough for people to get in jobs because they know a lot of stuff, but they don't have hands-on practice or hands-on experience. And I recently came across a platform known as KodeKloud, wherein you can start your cloud journey, you can start your DevOps journey from day one till 100 days, that too for completely free, and you will get practical knowledge, practical insights. I'll just show you the platform, and I think that's something that you should definitely check out and see. So for that practical experience, right, this is the platform known as KodeKloud. They have a lot of different courses in general, but they have launched something for free for everyone, and I think that's the most important thing that you can do right now. Once you log in, you can sign up. It's free to sign up. You can find the link in my description wherein you can go and sign up on these on this platform. Once you sign up, you will have this dashboard in front of you. That this is your own dashboard where you can look out for active practice, curriculum, progress, timeline, a lot of different things. I'll go to curriculum. There are different courses by levels. For example, 100 days of DevOps. That's what I was talking about. 100 days of cloud, AWS, 100 days of cloud, Azure. So these are the 3 tasks you can start, and there would be levels, right? For example, this is 100 days of DevOps, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are questions for 100 days, right? For example, it starts from an easier question, and then it moves on to the level increases with time, right? You would have some questions around installing Ansible, or creating a cron job, or installing or configuring a DB server, to moving on to a bit more harder versions, be it deploying Redis deployment on Kubernetes, or configuring Jenkins job for package installation. Similarly, there are things for AWS cloud also. If you want to create a key pair, for example, if I'll just go and start. So once we click on start, so this opens up here within the same terminal. You don't need to have your own setup. So this is the lab that you can see in front of you. So they have given a problem statement. A Nautilus DevOps team is strategizing the migration of a portion of their infrastructure to AWS cloud. Recognizing the scale of this undertaking, they have opted to approach the migration in incremental steps rather than a single massive transition. To achieve this, they have segmented large tasks into smaller, more manageable tasks. What exactly they're looking out for? They're looking out for me to create a key pair with the following requirements. Name of the key pair should be DevOps KP. Key pair type must be RSA. So this is what they're looking out for, and you can type in your answers here and you can get it checked here. Also, you can, if you want to log into AWS and you don't want to put in your credit card details or set up something of your own, you just need to click on that link and there's username and password. Just copy paste this username and password and fill in the details here, and you will be able to see your AWS console. So for example, I'll just copy paste the password. I click on sign in. Yeah, so I can see the AWS console here, and you can search for services, for example, key value pairs, for example, key management services, right? So you can search for key management services, you can go through it, you can figure out, you can practice and everything. You can read about it from here. Then you can move in here, you can submit the solution, and you can check the same way you used to practice data structural algorithms or you used to practice any of the coding problems. You can practice it within the terminal, and you have a timer running on the top, that's 60 minutes. And this is how you can practice across different domains like DevOps, cloud, AWS, cloud, Azure, and everything is there in front of you and you can access it for free. Plus, I think there are a lot of content on their YouTube channel where you can go and learn about DevOps Cloud for free on the YouTube channel, and then come here, practice more, and that's how you gain that real world experience that is very, very essential any DevOps or any cloud job in this economy. So the interface is very smooth and it will make you like come here every single day and perform it consistently. So that's how consistency is maintained, and the level of tasks increases with each day together. So I can click on stop lab. If you click on stop lab, you can give the feedback. Yeah, so this is 100 days of DevOps, 100 days of cloud, Azure, and I can start it anyway. So you have a streak here wherein you can complete the streak for 5 days, 10 days, whatever it is, and you can review your tasks. Also, there's a leaderboard where you can see what all people are doing and how good you are as compared to others. There are people on the leaderboard. There's task review if you want to have this progress. You can see how many number of points you get. So it's like purely gamified. And yeah, that's how it works, and you can look out for links in my description. Start your cloud journey today. Make sure you pick one and start your first task today. Now you know everything, right? How can you get a job in cloud? One, real world cloud projects are very important. I think you can go to platforms like KodeKloud. They have a lot of extensive projects. You can do those. Second is certifications. Certifications matter a lot in this domain. You can go for any AWS solution architect or Azure architect or GCP, like GCP associate. So different certifications for different roles, and you can contribute to open source projects. I think that will get you a remote job. That is a pathway to remote job and has been for a lot of people. Or if not, you can I think your experience speaks a lot about you. So if you're experienced, I think that matters, and communication matters in every and any job, right? If you're able to convey what you know to an interviewer, that would take you forward again. So these are the 3-4 things that will get you a job, and it's like then you need to go ahead and apply. It's like theoretical knowledge plus project knowledge. That's the most important. Plus, you should have some certifications, good to have some certifications, and you should be able to present yourself better. For remote jobs, open source is the key. Now, that was it for this particular video. Hope you understood what a cloud engineer in 2026 looks like and how can you be more consistent. Go check out 100 days of DevOps, 100 days of cloud with 2 different cloud vendors on KodeKloud, and start your practice journey today. That too for free. You'll get the links in the description below. Make sure you do check it out. This was it for this particular video. Thank you so much. All the best. Good luck and bye.